Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Martin. I'm a team member with Mustard Seed Project. Today, we have a very special guest with us. He's someone that we've been working with and we've been talking to for some time. And he's agreed to share a little bit about his story. So I'll go ahead and give it over to Michael. Michael, do you mind just introducing yourself a little bit and sharing your story with us?
My name is Michael. I'm married with three children. My oldest is up north. Just me and my wife, my two daughters. My youngest is 12, and it's been a roller coaster. It's been a lot of hardships, financially, mentally, emotionally. I mean, you can pretty much name it. Life has its turns, its roller coasters and ups and downs, goods and bads. I uh, became homelessness because of my actions and things that led up to what I allowed to take place. I was staying with family, and then we moved from my in-laws' house to a motel um, in Southern California. We were there for almost a year, paying weekly prices, and exhausted through all of our financial um, recently exhausted through everything. And then we led to leaving from there because we ran out of money paying for it. Plus, to have our daughters with us. So we end up having to leave there and go to a shelter called the Path of Life Ministries in Riverside. We were there for about a month and a half, almost 2 months, and very limited access to resources for help. I'm the kind of person, I'm a fighter. I don't take no for an answer. I don't quit. I keep going because I'm not just striving for my family. I'm just doing it for myself because I'm not the kind of person that just gives up. Times get rough, gets hard. All we can do is try to keep striving, keep telling ourselves so we can get through this. Once I left the shelter, and plus our time was coming up, there was nothing else that they can do to help us. So we moved into a motel room. Another nonprofit organization helped us pay for that one. We left from that one because it just wasn't a good fit for us. So we went to another motel and we were there for over a month. I was on the phone with a lot of caseworkers, a lot of managers, a lot of higher up people in different positions to kind of help me gauge me into a direction where I can actually get the help that I'm asking for. Um, it took a long time, a lot of energy, a lot of patience, a lot of consistent. I didn't stop. Didn't say no to take no for an answer. I kept on and kept on and kept on. I got housing authority who's working with me. I had the MSP project helping me. I've had Lighthouse, which is rapid rehousing program. They will help me as well. It's been one heck of a first world ride, but now I'm done, and I'm in my new place. It's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It's a little, I think, just a little under 12,000 square feet. I had a huge back patio. We're in the process of unpacking boxes and stuff, and I got my new place. After all that time, going through different hardships, um, different other things, at one point, still kind of borderline having marital issues, but just trying to work through that. And why am I telling you that story? It's because to try to influence and encourage others who may be going through very similar situations, others with your spouse, or it's financial, or it's spiritual, or it's within a unit, or within your family, whatever it may be. To never give up, always stay positive, and try to stay on a straight path because the road we choose to live and walk down, has its curveballs. It has its good, it has its bads, but only you can have the power to decide on what you want to do with it. You hold the key, nobody else. We have the choice to say yes, we have the choice to say no. But if you choose to do right, things will happen for you. Good things come to those who wait. And again, I want to say thank you to the Mustard Seed Project for giving me the opportunity and giving me the time to share my story. It goes in depth, but I just want to thank the team for being so supportive, encouraging me, helping me through hard times. And then when I was running out of finances and I was running out of places to go, I remember to call Martin from the Mustard Seed program. Him and his team reached out to me and were able to pull some strings to help my family out one last time. And I just want to say thank you very much for that. And I'm very grateful that I have a huge team that was helping me out when I didn't even know them. And again, thank you.
So Michael, me and you were working together for a few months, and it's really interesting. This is our first time seeing each other face to face, but this type of positive attitude has actually been who you are throughout the whole time. Even if you were going through really hard circumstances, you're someone that seemed to always try to stay positive. What do you think it is that you did to keep moving forward when you didn't really know what was going to happen the next day, or when things were pretty uncertain? What do you think you relied on?
I started relying on my higher power, and which is Jehovah. It's God's name.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a name for him. People have different titles or different names, but his name is Jehovah. And even though I'm not currently involved with Jehovah's Witnesses, but at the time in my life where I was going through big channels and stages in my life where I wanted just to give up, I try not to show that on my face that I'm tired and ready to give up. I was tired. I was beat up. I did to myself. I allowed myself to get myself into a situation. But to answer your question, I think it's the drive that's in me, because I don't give up. I don't take no for an answer. I never really have. I'm stubborn as the old rock, and I'm just very determined. When I put my mind to do something, 9 times out of 10 I always do it. I try not to let anything get in my way, because it's a drive I have. It's a motivation. Go get her. And not only that, I have to think of my daughter's well-being and give them some security, give them a foundation, give them some structure, give them their inner peace, their joy, their love back that was robbed from them, their happiness, place of residence. They didn't have any of those things. We're living from week to week on the edge of what's going to happen on Monday, what's going to happen the next Monday, where are we going to go, how long it's going to take, how are we going to get there, all these different questions. I kept on telling myself, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it because I have faith.
What do you think is something you think people don't realize about people struggling with homelessness? Because I know you were in a shelter and you were in a motel for a month. What do you think it is people don't realize about a lot of folks who are struggling in this situation?
What's the question again?
What do you think people don't realize about folks who are struggling with the homeless situation?
If you don't realize, in my opinion, I feel like people don't realize how much the struggle really is. I think people are a little oblivious to the struggle, or stomping on uncharted territory, because it's unfamiliar, so they don't know how to act. So I think that all has to do with your energy and what you produce, and how you choose to do how you choose to deal with that. I have a lot of drive in me, a lot of strength in me. I'm getting a little older. That's okay. It just gives me a little more wiser, because I know that Giving up is not my blood.
Mm.
Saying no, it's like, okay, I wait for another moment. Because at some point you're gonna say yes. You're gonna get to, when I'm on these people on the phone, harassing them and talking to them on the phone, harassing. Then you tired of hearing my voice because I'm not gonna quit because it's my daughters. I gotta give them. I gotta give them some stability. Stability is what they need. Love and some structure. And y'all, no one else is gonna do it. It's my job to make sure that happens. So I gotta follow protocol. I gotta make sure I'm following orders and following directions and doing this and doing that at the same time, trying to bite my tongue when things ain't going right. I've seen a lot of things, experienced a lot of things, seen people getting housed, and I look around like, when is it my turn?
Yeah.
Is it my turn yet? So a couple people who left didn't get housed, and some who did. Our heart goes out to them. We stay in contact with the ones who left and got housed, and so we've been over each other's houses and just hanging out and stuff, and just having hospitality.
Oh, wow.
So you really get a chance to know who people really are when you are around them,
Mm.
living with them, whether it's in a shelter or in transitional housing, or it's in jail, or it's in some type of a living area, and you're with them for several weeks. You can't really help who you are. You can't help you can't help how to control your body, how you control your actions, and how you live, and how you are. And being around other people, you get a chance to see them for who they really are. You
Mm.
get the truth and the color of it, and it's just because you can't hide it forever. You can't put on that facade uniform and try to think that you can just kind of skate by. You're gonna shine at some point, either it's gonna be good or bad. And so it just helps me to know that I wasn't really fighting for myself anymore. It was for my daughters and giving them what they deserve. Listen to them laugh again and smile and be happy and run around. It makes me feel good because I know that I did my job. At the end of the day, what justice was served? What did you do right? What did you mess up? What are the hiccups? What can you do to fix it? How can you correct it? You know. But I try to keep a good head on my shoulders to let me know to tell myself this shall pass. This all shall pass.
So,
Because the ride gets harder before you get. You gotta learn how to crawl before you walk.
mhm. So, Michael, it seems to me like you're an extremely hard worker. It sounds like you're very resilient. Um, and it seems like even when you're confronted with a lot of uncertainty, you keep your head forward and you move on to make sure that you're able to take care of yourself and take care of your family. Let me ask you this last question. So, what is the plan from here? So, I know that it was kind of a very arduous process to be able to finally get into housing. So now it sounds like you're settled in your home. You're with your kids. What is the next step?
My next step is to get um, some treatment for myself. Um, then get myself involved with some services and get the proper care, the TLC that I really need to better to rise myself so I can be a better father and a better husband. I have a job lined up. I have a job lined up for me.
Oh, Michael, looks like you might have accidentally muted yourself. Or oh, Michael, are you able to hear me? Looks like something might have been unplugged or something of that nature. I can't hear you anymore.
Hear me now?
There we go.
So after I take care of myself and get the treatment and the services that I need, then I think next month, April maybe, April sometime, I'm gonna go. I got the green light already to go get a job doing HVAC or learn how to work on putting together and rewiring and doing electrician work and stuff. Working with a company, um, 40 hours a week, 80 hours, full benefits, and all these things come to those who are patient
Mm.
and not have a place to live, I have a job lined up for me, a good paying job. Got, it pays decent. Starting you off at like 18 an hour.
Okay.
After your 90-day probation period, see how you do. Then you get a raise. So my job ethics and my skills, I'll progress pretty fast. That being said, this time next year, I'll be preparing myself to try to go looking for a house or a place to live, and be thankful for what I have now, and be grateful for what I have later. So I'm just so thankful that I have people like yourself or your team to reach out to me, my family, and give us a helping hand at the right time. Because I don't know I don't know what my family would have done without you and your team. That last week, because we waited for it to come into this place.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go. Just a few little details and touch-ups and stuff, but other than that, it was ready to go. But I needed a little more time, and you helped me. Thank you.
Well, Michael, I'm glad I was able to meet you, and I was glad we were able to provide y'all with the support that you needed at the time. It sounds like we're going to keep this conversation going. I'm really grateful that I was able to meet you, and I'm really grateful that you chose to share your story with me and with Mustard Seed Project. Those are all my questions for now. But were there any last words that you wanted to mention, or anything you might wanted to say to someone who might be in your situation just a few weeks ago?
Like I say, is whatever you're going through, whatever tragedy, life experience that you've gone through, if it's drug issues, pornography, if it's gambling, whatever it may be, drugs, if it's distractions, whatever it is, don't let that be your life, your anchor to sink you down. Because the world we live in today is very treacherous. It's a jungle out there, and it's a one-way street. People don't care about you, so why should you care about them? Is the attitude that people have nowadays. But I encourage the ones to stay strong, never give up, try to be the best that you can be, and do the best that you can, and be the best. And every day is a working day. Every day is a new day, and we can't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow's not promised.
Yes, sir.
Focus on today. Continue to do what you got to do, and stay strong. Stay strong up here, and do what you have to do, because life are lessons. If you're not taking that lessons of life serious, you're gonna fall. And when you fall, it's gonna be too hard of a fall to get yourself back up again. And no one's gonna help you get up. So it's gonna be between you and you and the universe. You gotta choose which way you want to go. So I just encourage those who are going through different struggles or different varieties of struggles in their life, whatever it may be, don't give up. Because I was in the same situation. You can ask me any question. I answer all your questions, and I'll give you the experience my life experience. And here I am today, sitting in my apartment with my family, because I didn't give up. I kept my head on straight, and I did my best.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Well, Michael, again, I appreciate you sharing your story with us. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.
Okay.